Ladies and gentlemen, what's happening? I'm back for another episode of the Detox Dudes. I'm super exhausted right now. It's crazy, like I'm so sensitive right now. I hear the lawnmower going off over there. There's some little bit of construction over that way, and it's like these past few days I've just been, that sensitivity has been so heightened that I can't even tolerate it. Similar to when I was like deep in my sickness, that I mean, like a door closing would hurt my head, or like any sort of sound would like be a shock to my system. But yeah, the things that have been coming out of my butt have just been ungodly. I mean, I'll share some pictures, while I talk. I'll post some pictures up on the screen. But yeah, just learning a lot about the body, learning a lot about the journey. It's constant evolution with this healing journey. I'm starting to release really big worms, tapeworms, huge strands of mucoid plaque. This morning actually I released basically like a 10-inch strand of plaque and a tapeworm in the middle of the plaque. It was like this worm covered in this literally rubber-like substance. And I had done some work in the past. I did a ton of work with colon cleansing. I did some work with like psyllium husk and bentonite clay and colonics, and never really saw that much plaque come out. And recently, while on this like super sustainable marathon detox that I always talk to you guys about, I've been getting more plaque and more parasites and just all of this crazy stuff. And when it comes out, the smell is like, it's been in there since you were, who knows? It was probably started cultivating, by the time, since when you were born. And there's like the logical human part of my mind that's like, no way, like maybe there's what's it called, debunkers, right, who talk about the mucoid plaque being a result of the psyllium husk and the charcoal and the bentonite clay. Well, I'm 100% sure that's not true in my soul and my spirit, but what validates that truth, aside from just a deep knowing, what validates it is the smell. When you release that stuff, it's like the smell is literally like overwhelming. It smells like ancient death, like it's been with you for generations. It's not like anything you've ever smelled before. And that's how it's just been festering in the inner, pockets and folds of your colon. And mine literally came out this morning in the shape of like part of my colon, So it's just crazy how deep we can go. And the deeper I go, the more I realize there's a new level of health. And it's about the holistic approach, right? It's everything. It's the mucoid plaque, it's the old fecal matter, it's the parasites, the taking care of Lyme and other viruses, the heavy metals deep in your organs, right? So there's no one sort of answer. Like I'm doing my best to kind of create a program that takes care of all of the angles and all of the variables, but it's so complex, right? It's so complex. You can spend 6 months on one thing, the next 6 months on another, the next 6 months on another. So yeah, I spent 3 years going super deep into my health without achieving any results, and then I've spent the past like 15-16 months with amazing results. So that's over 4.5 years of work that I put into this life, with the same sort of ferocious, militant discipline that I put into jiu-jitsu. So, you know, it's but my point is that I feel like I've still only touched the tip of the iceberg. You know, like there's so much. There's a famous saying, or, you know, sort of sentence that masters talk about. I read it in a book called it was by Josh Waitzkin, The Art of Learning, the chess master. He's also a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. I actually met him. He's a pretty cool dude. But he says, and like all of the masters will tell you, that the more you learn, the more you realize you don't know. In any sort of art or any deep sort of philosophy, art form, science is a little different, but like jiu-jitsu, or, you know, anything that can be mastered, or even meditation, you know, it's like the more you explore, the more you learn, the further that channel expands, like outwardly. So it's like you achieve one level further, and then 10 new levels open up to you. And it's crazy. I realize how fucked we've been as a species, as a society, as human beings, how just honestly it comes, like, to some degree we are really victims. You know, I never agree that we are a total complete victim. I think we always have the ability to transcend anything, but we are victims because from the time we're born, we're being given Gerber and shitty foods and chemicals and all this stuff. It's like, okay, so yesterday, ironically yesterday I cleaned the pipes underneath my sink, and these pipes had been cleaned like 6 months ago, and the sink also has a little thing that prevents any substances larger than like super tiny pieces of food from going down into the drain. So funny. As soon as I start making a video, it's like helicopter, construction, lawnmower. It was totally quiet 5 minutes ago. Yeah, I was cleaning my pipes, and there was this black sludge basically caked on the inner walls of the pipes, of the PVC pipe. And I was thinking, wow, if this PVC pipe is accumulating this stuff, and all it is a direct tube down with liquids coming in, and PVC is like, has that protective sort of membrane, that slippery plastic. I was just thinking, holy shit, imagine what's in our intestines when we dump all of this shit in there on a consistent basis for decades and decades and decades. Pastries, cakes, incorrect food combinations, foods with antibiotics, not chewing our food properly, right? So that gives our digestive system a ton of work to do. Just like, think about what you, I mean, for me, I was eating Gushers, Pop-Tarts, Kool-Aid, Capri Sun, Oreos, Chips Ahoy. I lived on that stuff. You know, I literally lived on that stuff for years. To just think what that does to our colon, I mean, it's no surprise that we have this rubbery like substance. It's like basically the only way the body can survive is by creating this like packed in mucus substance that's like still allowing our intestines to function. But yeah, yesterday I was like literally like tweaking out. Like I felt like there was so much universal godlike pranamana, whatever the word is, pranamana chi, just this so much life force, so much cosmic energy coming into my soul, my spirit, my being. I was literally like, I felt like like I was tweaking out, like almost like I was when I first started this, just like I was tripping on acid. And at this point I've gotten, you know, good enough at this journey to know that nothing is bad or good, it just is, right? So like, you know, my mind wanted to say, oh shit, you know, this is bad, but my spirit knew, like, oh wait, something might happen tomorrow. And yeah, and I woke up and just released this massive, I was tired, I was hyper all at the same time, all of this charge coming into me from the universe, and then I released it, and it just, I mean, I'm exhausted right now. My body's just going through so much change, but yeah, it's so crazy how many levels, how much deeper, how deep we can go on this journey. It's never ending. It's healing is a lifetime, you know, and it's beautiful, right? It doesn't have the same desperation feel as it used to when I was like, I have to heal, otherwise you know, I'm not gonna make it. Now it's like way more grounded and calm, and like there is a slight sense of urgency, like I want to be the best I can be as soon as possible, but there's no real deep sense of urgency. So yeah, not really sure what my point is of making this video. I just enjoy talking to myself here. Wow, yeah, just keep on the journey, keep on the path. I don't know how else to sort of convince people that, you know, we're only operating at 5-10% of what we're really capable of. I think we're really supposed to be living in a paradise here. This planet is like a massive DNA seed bank. Just look around me, look, the grass, the trees, the animals, the sky, everything's alive, everything's breathing. And I think the intentions of Mother Earth were to have like a paradise here, to have like a big playground. I'm like, oh yeah, you know, we'll give them everything they could possibly need, everything they could possibly want. Any food, any drug, right? Any herbal mind-altering substances. We'll give them everything they need. We'll see what they do with it, you know? And we fucked it up, you know? I'm confident that we'll restore homeostasis to the planet. I think during my journey, I was always like, if I survive, I believe in humanity. Like that. I was literally not only fighting for myself, I was just like, if I can make this journey, if I can survive and ever be a resemblance of a sane human being, I believe that humanity will make it. Because once one person does something, it's like causes a trickle down. It just has the ripple effect. And I feel like I truly changed, like, I mean, this sounds crazy, but like I feel like I changed the world just by surviving. Like, forget about all this shit that I'm doing now, the business and my YouTube channel and my blog and all that. I feel like literally just by surviving, I like sent a message to the universe that was like, we can do it. Like, humans can accomplish it. Don't worry. I'm gonna, you know, like, we'll make it. If I could survive, we'll make it. So maybe that's my ego, who knows? But it doesn't really feel like an ego trip. It just feels like a deep knowing of, you know, a lot of people have done the same thing. So anyway, I'll stop the rant. I'm gonna go rest on my hammock. I got a nice hammock in the trees over there, and I'll probably make another video in a little bit. Alrighty dudes, peace.